This recipe that I found claims that this cake has the taste of pecan pie, so it kind of satisfies that craving, and you can literally bake it in your microwave in either a mug or in a microwavable dish. So let's get started. You're going to need some coconut flour, crushed pecans, almond flour. You're going to need baking powder, 1 egg. I have sugar-free syrup here. You're gonna need a pinch of salt. Obviously, you're gonna need your microwavable dishes that you're going to utilize, and you're going to need some sweetener. So I have this monk fruit. I actually like it as my sugar substitute, pretty tasty, and it's keto approved for everybody that's doing keto. So yes, this is a low carb recipe, and they claim that it only takes 3 minutes to make. So let's get started. All right, so in a small bowl, you are going to mix 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and this smells so good. I've never worked with either of those, but it's always a first for everything. You're also going to have 1 tablespoon of the monk fruit sweetener, or if you have another sweetener that you like, you'll use that. You're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and you're going to do just a pinch of salt. So for your wet ingredients, you're going to need your egg. So you're going to crack that. Make sure you don't get a shell in there. I feel like that shell was trying to do its due diligence to jump inside of my bowl. You're also going to need 1 tablespoon of butter. And I forgot to talk about that in the main ingredients at first. So let's just talk about butter really fast. So I purchased the unsalted butter because number one, we added some salt to this recipe. Let's say you've never really worked with butter and don't understand, how to do the teaspoons or what have you. Literally on your stick of butter, man, that got stuck in the back of my throat. Your stick of butter, if you just flip it over, you'll actually see where it has the teaspoons divided for you. So literally all you have to do is take a knife and just cut that. And then I warmed it up in the microwave for about 45 seconds until it was melted. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of the sugar-free syrup. Now, they actually have syrup that is for those that are, living the keto life and all of that stuff. I got all of my ingredients from Walmart today. And I know that there is a maple syrup called Chalk Zero, but they didn't have that there. So I just went with a sugar-free syrup. So once you have all of your wet ingredients in there, you're going to go ahead and just mix it around in your bowl like so. And so now that we've done everything, that was super easy, wasn't it? Now all we have to do is actually pour it into our ramekin, or we're going to pour it into our mug. So whichever one you decide, that's what we're going to do. Before I do that, can I please just explain that these are tablespoons? I don't know why I kept calling this a teaspoon, but it is a tablespoon, friends, okay? It is. These are divided into tablespoons. Now again, you're going to pour it into a ramekin. That's what this is. Or this is a mug cake, so you can actually pour it into your mug as well. I'm going to go ahead and use a ramekin. Make sure that you spray it. I'm just spraying it with some coconut oil, cooking spray. And I'm going to fill this up about halfway. If you fill it up all the way to the top, it actually may overfill when it cooks in the microwave. I'm going to throw that bad boy in the microwave for 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right, so I took this out. I left it in there for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And as you can tell, it's cake-like. It's nice and fluffy, and it smells delicious. I really hope that this is going to be good. I never really know how these things are going to taste. I just kind of try it out for you all at the same time that I'm eating it. It's going to be very hot, so just make sure you have something to grab it with. All right, so now we're going to make our topping. So the topping for our cake is super easy. You're going to take a 1/4 cup of crushed pecans, and I just crushed mine up. I used a rolling pin. You're also going to take 1 tablespoon of cold butter. You're going to put that in there like so. Yep. And then you're going to take a 1 teaspoon of your syrup, pinch of salt as well. You're going to mix all of that around. Mix it. It didn't really require a song, but hey. And then what you're gonna do is add it on top of your cake. Put it back on top of the cake. And we're actually gonna put this back in the microwave until the butter melts. I can't wait, this looks so good. It looks so, so good. Spread that all around. We're gonna throw this back in the microwave for about another 45 seconds to 60 seconds. All right, so this is the moment of truth. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm not even lying, that is so good. The butter has kind of ran down inside of the cake. Oh my goodness, I can't even taste that this was sugar-free. Wow. This is really, really good. I would tell you, definitely eat it while it's hot because, oh, look at that. You see the syrup running down inside? Oh my God. Okay, goodbye y'all. It's time for dessert.